Why didn't I flinch? Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of...
How do we know the Earth is not flat?
We don't. It's flat. This is what kids do. An adult scientist is a kid who never grew up. That's what an adult scientist does.
One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go.
What is gravity?
I have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
And that's how I want to go out.
But you're not conscious, and that's for eternity, right?
Yeah, there's no evidence that I have any consciousness of anything. And by the way, is that so weird?
See that sapling? That's the very tree under which Newton sat. The apple dropped on his head and he invented gravity.
The sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these things they simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Consciousness before you were born? Were you saying, how come I'm not on Earth? My gosh, I need to be on Earth. Or where am I? No, there's just the state of non-existence. And so I'm not given any reason.
But now I am born, and I can't stand the thought of non-existence.
But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know.
See, I already have existence. I accept it.
Okay, it is true. We fear death because we are born knowing only life.
Right.
I get that. However, I take another view, because I've been asked, if you could live forever, would you?
Yes.
Okay, we're not on the interview. Yes. What might explain this? Well, there are two possible explanations. First, we could have a flat Earth with the sun that's small and close by, so that the light hits the second well at an angle. Or second, we could have a curved Earth with a sun that's big and far away, so that all the light comes in parallel, but only one well at a time is lit all the way to the bottom. Turns out with just two wells, there's enough wiggle room for both explanations to fit our observations. Eratosthenes only had two wells, but what if he had added a third? With a third well, it doesn't matter where the sun is. No flat Earth model can explain the angles of all three shadows, but the spherical model explains it all three angles, with ease. And to do this experiment, you got to measure the angles. Greeks had the angles.
Yeah.
Okay, in fact, geometry translates to Earth measurement. So one last thing, which should be obvious,
okay,
if you pay attention and think about it. If you send a ship straight to the horizon, eventually it begins to disappear until it's no longer visible beyond your horizon.
Right.
And they said, well, how did you find this out? How did you determine this? Well, I had to invent integral and differential calculus to determine this.
Sure, that's an attractive idea. But the way I look at it is the knowledge that I'm going to know that creates the focus that I bring to being alive. The urgency of accomplishment. The need to express love. Now, not later. If we live forever, why ever even get out of bed again? because you always have tomorrow. That's not the kind of life I want to lead. The Earth isn't flat. And by the way, this is called gravity.